Hey up, hope you're all well. That time again, we've come to the end of Feb, so we're doing a monthly update. It's been a really busy month for myself with another side project, but we'll go into that in another video. It's been quite a different month with weather. Obviously, beginning of Feb here in the UK, we had a lot of snow, sub-zero conditions. I think the worst we've had over the winter, but now it's cleared up and we've got warmer temperatures. The fish in the pond are up and about looking for food. We're about 6 degrees in there currently, so everything in that regard's all good. So I'm going to have a quick walk round. I've got a few bits and bobs to talk about. At the end of the video I'm going to put a clip up. The veg filter water level had dropped the other day, so obviously I thought something pump related, and when I went and had a look, there were, in the impeller housing, there were frogs' legs spinning around in the pump. So yeah, not for the squeamish, but I'll put that on a little bit later. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced wildlife blocking their pumps, but that's what happens, so I'll put that up at the end. So we'll have a quick walk round. We've got a lot of the plants are starting to shoot now, which is good. Like I say, it's that time of year, everything seems to be coming back to life. Oh, and before I go around as well, we've got more filter changes. I'll get onto that as well. It's just non-stop, and it never ends. So yeah, there we go. Fish are swimming around. Oh, I've also got round to putting screening around my gazebo. It was something I wanted to do, to create a windbreak, just give a bit of privacy in the area. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how that came out. So there we go, let's have a look. There they are up and about. They haven't had any food. I'm sort of while the temperature's holding this stable, every couple of 3 days I'll give them a little bit, but I want them to be grazing on the algae, to be honest, so I'll leave them to their own devices. That brings me over to this. This was a present from my wife. It's on a nice piece of chunky slate, hand painted piece of hardware in slate, hand painted by a lady. She's got an Etsy shop, and all her artwork's hand painted on slate, and it's lovely stuff. I'll put a link in the description. My wife got this slate for me for a present, and the lady that did it's Sarah Hanson Murals. She's on Etsy. I'll put a link in the description. Go and check her out if you want anything like that. It's really nice, really well done, and hand painted as well. So, and that was just done from a screenshot that my wife sent to her. So yeah, really talented. So we'll have a wander around. So yeah, like I say, a lot of the plants are starting to shoot now, so hopefully a few months all greenery will start coming back. Moss is still growing. The blanket weed, or the very slight blanket weed I had coming into the waterfall, it's cleared itself up, but the moss is coming on nice. I've changed the ceramic rings in there. Yeah, just put a new bag in there. It's been in there since day one, so I changed it over. I used the other ceramic ring bag for another project. So we've got some shooting coming through. I haven't disguised the pump very well after the incident with the frog, so I need to put that back in place. Whatever this is in the bog, I'm sure it's the water forget-me-nots now. It is thriving. It has done all year, or since the pond was put in. That stuff hasn't stopped growing. I thought it was water lettuce to start with, but it's certainly not. And this grass on the end as well, I don't know what that is, but that's done well all year, hasn't budged. And that iris is starting to come through now. We've got some fresh shoots on that, so that was a single tuber planted direct into the gravel, but that's going to do quite well. onto the veggie filter. So this is new shoots. That was just a small piece of water lettuce. The other two bits that I put in just to see if they would catch on, they succumbed to the frost. But that one's taken a hold, so yeah. The water level's all good. Yeah, so like I said, not an awful lot, but the warm weather is coming now. The new filter system, I hadn't planned to do it this early, if you like. I'm really happy with the water quality, I'm really happy with the parameters at all times. But it was sort of linked into the other project I've got going on, and I came across a filter system and it was sort of too good to pass up. So it's going to be an addition. I'm not replacing anything, I'm going to keep the pressure filter. Clearly I'm going to keep the bog and veggie filter. I've managed to get hold of a multi-bay. So I've never had one before. And I will be seeking advice on it eventually when I do get it in. So as you can see, it's a 4-bay multi-bay with bags and bags of media. That you can't see because of the condensation. That's a brand spanking new bag of Japanese matting that came with it. And like I said, it was too good to pass up. So yeah, there's the plastic media, there's bags of alpha grow, spare bags, and lots of Japanese matting, and it was an absolute bargain, so I couldn't pass that up. So what I'm going to be doing, I mentioned in the last video that it's getting awfully full in here and I need to look at sorting it out. So basically the only thing that really needs weather protection is the air pump. So this filter housing has been commandeered by the wife. That's going to go under the gazebo and store the cushions for the furniture in there eventually. And the multi-bay is going in here. Obviously it's going to be pump fed, and I'm going to raise the multi-bay and gravity feed back to the waterfall. So as long as the outlet is above that level there, then I should be good. In theory, this is all in theory as well. What I'm going to try and do, and again because it's gravity, I'm not sure if it will or whether there'll be enough water flow, I'm going to try and run the veggie filter from the same pump. I'm going to try and remove the little pump at the end and run everything, so the waterfall, the veg filter and the bog, I'm going to try and run it all off the main pump. I think I'm probably going to lose a little bit of water flow with the stream and waterfall, but as long as it doesn't stop completely, then I'll be happy with that. So again, I'm commandeering the pump for something else. So yeah, they're the plans. Anybody used the multi-bays and got experiences, good or bad, let me know, because again, never used one, but the way I see it, I don't think it can do any harm, because it's going to be an addition. So my current water parameters I'm happy with, the water's great. Obviously the fish load is going to increase as they grow this year, but hopefully adding that will mitigate any future problems, but we'll see. So I think I've waffled on far too much as it is. Not an awful lot else going on. See if I can get out the wind. Yeah, hopefully the weather will carry on improving and we can get and spend some more time out here. Bit of an impromptu vid. Just come out to do my daily check, and you can see the water level has dropped right down on the bog. So sorry, on the veggie filter. So obviously my first thought is there's something wrong with the pump, because everything else in the pond is running fine. So I've just been to have a look at the pump, and unfortunately, let's just turn it off. I've just had a quick look. It looks like there's something jammed and stuck in the impeller, and it looks like it might be a frog. So let's just yeah, it is indeed. So I don't know how or why he's tried to get in there. Obviously with that small opening, I didn't think any of the koi would try and get, but that's my first thought now. I'm wondering if obviously a frog's tried to get in there, would a koi try and do that? So maybe I'm going to have to put some kind of mesh over the impeller housing. So yeah, a bit of a grim thing to find in the morning, but yeah, if there's anybody experienced anything similar, let me know. Obviously I think a mesh would prevent it, but yeah, really strange. Just wanted to quickly mention as well, the last video that went on was the 500 sub giveaway. That was actually late going on. That was supposed to go on in the middle of Feb, but I put the underwater one on instead because there was an issue with the giveaway one. I don't know what I'd done, something in editing. I had dual audio channels, so yeah, anyway. So as it was a week late going up, I mentioned that I would keep it running until possibly the first week in March. So I'm now going to leave it running until the middle of March before I close the comments off and give away the air pump. So still plenty of chances to put your comments and stick a like on and get yourself a free air pump. Don't forget there's links in the description that will help me out. Just have a browse, have a look, be eternally grateful. I think that's about it. Can't think of anything else. Yeah, any questions, anything you like, stick in the comments. Thanks very much for visiting, as always, appreciate every single one of you. Cheers.